Hi there guys, this is Andy and I've got Mike with me. Mike, say hello.
Hi guys, you alright?
We are Rattling Tappets Racing and this is our first race as a endurance team in Season 3 of iRacing in 2023. This is the VRS GT Endurance Series. It's a Lime Rock Park and it's a 1.53 mile lap, Mike, roughly?
I couldn't tell you, I'll be honest with you.
Fair enough.
I never look at that information.
Now I feel like Crofty.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we flipped a coin for this qualifying one.
Yeah, you looked out there, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what you're seeing at the moment, guys, is Mike's just come out of the pits. He's on his out lap. Go on, Mike. Talk us through a bit of
what's going on now.
Yeah.
We're pretty much very steady out now. We're literally just warming the car up. Nothing else to it. It's steady as it goes. Sometimes the first pass lap. Pretty straightforward now. Braking at the second marker, tucking in as close as we can. Third gear. Probably downshift again halfway through. Power out. Keep it wide. Tucking in again. I think this is a bit different to what most people do. Third gear now, tuck in, all the way, flat out now, all the way. This is probably the strongest point of the lap. We'll be braking down here, into second, tuck in really early, now going straight as quick as we can, all the way out, straight again, pushing all the wires out, fourth, letting off the accelerator as much as we can, back out again. Letting off the accelerator a bit and then kind of straight through onto fifth gear. One lap. Don't think I did anything back in this second. This is a banker lap.
Yeah, it's
one where I fail later on trying to gain some time.
I mean, it's still there. It's not a bad lap at all. It's 51, pretty much dead to be fair. So it's not a bad lap for a banker, but.
It was a shame because in the practice session, yeah, I had a step out and game over. That was the banker lap. At least we did one.
Yeah, but again, it's as we said at the time there. It's like, and just for those of you that don't know, the reason why we got out of that anyway is any off track in iRacing invalidates your lap, and there's no point pushing on, risking the car if you're not going to get anything anyway. So
in the end, we just drive it back in shame into the pits and we wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't say shame. I mean,
it was a shame because in practice we managed to.
Yeah, we were in the 50s in practice, but
which could have been almost pole, I think.
Yeah, it'd have put us near front couple of rows, but it's like we said, it is what it is, and. Yeah, not bad. We'll join you in a second on the grid though, guys. So, back to you in a moment.
Right then, guys. Endurance series, 3 hours long. This is the formation lap. Minimum 2 drivers, maximum 7 drivers per team. Don't think we're going to see any more than 2 drivers in this series. But reduced into 1.5 hours each. I've let Chell take in charge of complete strategy as he's training with constant numbers. There's incident limit of 32, 25 gets you a drive through. We'll just wait through the formation and get this started really.
Yeah, I mean it sounds 32 sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But it really isn't. And because those of you that don't know iRacing, small contact with a car that will get you 4 incident points. So it's the amount of cars we've got on this track, I mean, it's 48 cars in the classification. It's going to be busy, and there's going to be contact. You're going to see it. For those of you that want to know what cars are in, we're in a BMW M4 GT3. There's Audi R8s. There is Ferrari 488s. There's Mercedes AMGs and there's Porsche 911s. There are
Ford GT as well.
Oh yes, there is. Thank you, Mike, for reminding me. Yeah.
One random, I think.
You can also get McLaren MP4s and Lamborghini Hyundais, but we don't see them. And we're away on green flag, yeah. So go on, Mike, talk us through this first lap. What were you thinking?
Just trying to stay out of trouble, that's all I'm thinking about right now. We had this philosophy on the first, because of our first injection of endurance race. Let's not crash. We want no crash. We don't come off the track in any way. Kill the races, leave on things, see through it, behind us. I'm just there, just biding my time, hoping for some more incidents. Trying my hardest not to have any contact with anyone. First couple of laps was difficult because the car was cold. Tyres will be cold. It's all just a bit sketchy. Now we are running a Coach Dave Academy setup. Which really does make a massive help.
Yeah, it really does, guys. Having the car set up in a way you can reliably trust the car, it's just a world of difference, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. The first thing I noticed when Shell shared the setup, how much easier it is to drive the car. Instead of using a baseline setup, this really is the dogs.
Yeah, it is. Definitely a recommendation for everybody who's looking at iRacing. I mean, they do a set of Corsa as well, for anyone who's looking at iRacing, definitely.
Anyway, where we started? We started 18th, I believe.
18th, yeah. So we're currently up into 17th now.
I'm just sitting behind the Porsche. Biding time again. Look at this, absolutely chaos first couple of laps. That's the main thing, stay out of it.
I mean, this was quite a good move, I think we did.
Yeah, we top 10. I think he was getting good. I don't know if he was in front. Oh no, we've already made a lot of places, so can't we?
Yeah, we're in P14 already. We're up 4 places in 2 laps, so...
Sticking with the new Porsche, it's nice.
Yeah, it is. I was going to bring that up actually with the Porsche, because it is new for this season, isn't it? So...
Yeah.
We are seeing a lot more Porsches in this series, I think, than we would normally. This is a cracking move, by the way.
Yeah, better exit out of the previous corner gave me a much better straight line. Now I've just got to watch out for this guy on the inside. He took him, thankfully. And yeah, again, heading off down the road and chasing the next guy.
Yeah, we're...
How many laps have we done? We've done 4 laps.
We're on 4 laps, yeah.
5 positions.
Yeah, it is.
I was being told constantly. Oops.
You were, yeah. I was reminding you constantly about the fact that it was a 3-hour race. For those of you who don't know, normally when we're doing races, they're about 20 minutes normally. And you find that it is a 20-minute sprint, whereas this, we really couldn't treat it as a I mean, look, there's another BM off, really damaged by the looks of it.
There's lots of the pits, absolutely.
There is, yeah.
And if you crash this, you could be out of the race for 15 to an hour waiting on repairs, if not more.
If not more, yeah.
And that's what we focused on. That was the biggest thing we focused on.
It was.
Don't crash, don't hit any barriers, let's not get the car.
Yeah, exactly. Let's stay out of trouble, not worry about it, just bring it home. Mike mentioned strategy when we were on the formation lap, so because we wanted to do as a fair run as possible, what we've done is we've split the strategy basically down the middle. So we're going to aim to do an hour and a half each in the car. Now, the fuel tank in this car will do roughly an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, roughly. So what we've done here for the first strap, we've half-filled the car. So we're going to run for about 30 minutes.
We made the car fast, extreme. We're chasing the pack easy. We felt so confident with the car in its first stint. It was just chasing constantly.
And that was the plan, wasn't it? To get as high as we could,
gave us this boost of energy in the car instantly. What we didn't want is a heavy-weighted car giving us no confidence.
And that
Instead, we have this beauty.
she is a beauty. I mean, and I am going to say, I know I say this every time we're out on track, but it looks beautiful, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely traditional colours. We've done racing since Forza Motorsport 3.
Yeah. As Rattling Tappets.
Yeah.
This is an evolution of what we had, isn't it, really, to be fair?
Yeah. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, the plan was run short the first one. We knew it would offset us, guys, so don't worry about us thinking, oh, what about this or that. We knew it would offset us, but what you'll see, and we will skip ahead in a minute, a little bit, because we do get settled in now. But what we found is it enabled us to skip everybody else, because Michael talked about it in a little bit, but the tyre wear, there's a weird phase of tyre wear. We'll talk about that.
We were so confused by the tyre wear because obviously the tyre monitor didn't seem to want to update on screen as we're driving round. The car felt great, and then it literally seemed like it hit a cliff. We just again lost confidence so quickly, and it's on the first phase, and then we'll talk about the second phase once we pit again. And we somehow drive through it, and it was really strange. I think it was because we're new towards this endurance series. We never get to that phase where the tyres get that worn.
That we're really struggling. Yeah, I think that's something that, I mean, I'm going to keep with this here for me, because I think this is a good move down into the first corner.
The dive bomb possibly. Don't know, I'm not confident either, I don't think. Oh, I am. Oh, there's the GT coming out the pits. Is he pushing him out wide? I've done nothing other than choose the racing line. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah,
he was trying to pick his point. He braked way too late trying to keep that position.
Yeah, I think that's the thing with this track. You don't really see on this, but that first corner is cambered. If you're on the outside of that corner, it will just spit you out. And
it does.
It's another thing is these curves. These curves are dead in this section.
Which you'll see later on by.
We will, yeah. I mean, twice. We'll see it. No spoilers, but twice.
Yeah.
But
now we've got a little bit of a gap.
And it's we've got a nice little run here. I think this is about to be our first disaster here. I think, Mike.
Maybe. Yes, this was an awful mistake by myself. I did apologise after the race. He was flat down. He was blue flagged, and sort of a misunderstanding of where he was going.
Yeah, it looked like he was stopping to try and let you cut out around him, but obviously with our car, the BM wants to stay in that outside track, so it just made it a little difficult. Obviously, it was our fault. We took the full X for it. It's
possibly ruined his race a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, he'd just come out of the pit, so he's probably took a bit down. Sadly, yes, we might have done a bit more on that than wanted to, but
I think when I go past this Ferrari, this is how it should have gone.
Yeah, that would have been better for us, really, to be fair. But guys, this happens. We are amateur racers at the end of the day. So
this is our first endurance race.
Yep, first endurance. We're going to make mistakes. So what we'll do is I think this is where this phase we settle in now, don't we? Next guy
gets down. There's a nice little gap between us in 10th place, and we're 7 places up now, 11 laps. We've absolutely done what we said we wanted to do, is stay out of trouble. And the amount of people in the pits is madness.
Yeah, it's unreal, really. I mean,
some of the lines you can see on the off-field as well as
where people have gone. Yeah. So
Yeah, now what we'll do is we'll probably fast forward to some of the highlights.
Yeah, we're going to skip ahead a little bit, guys, and we'll see you in a minute or two. Hi there, guys. So we're back on lap 37 now, I think. Yep, lap 37. This is Mike's pit-in lap, so you're going to see what happens for a pit stop. Mike, talk us through how the car was feeling now, because we weren't sure, were we really?
We weren't really happy with it. Again, it's new to us. We didn't know how it was going to feel, but it did feel awful. Obviously, the tyre, we had no idea what the actual wear was on the tyre until we come in. And I would have thought the tyre wear would have been higher than
I think
indicated. It felt worse than it was.
I think it was about 80, wasn't it, when the
there
tyres
was
came
still
off?
80% life in the tyre. But it didn't feel like that. It felt much worse. But again, it's because we're new. We've never done a race this long.
Yeah, this is something way new for us. So
now we've dropped back position 10.
I think we come out in 15 to 16 in the end, I think.
Quite a slow pit stop, you know.
It
Fill the car up whole now.
Yeah, we are.
Fresh tyres. We learn a little bit more now, and in theory, from our next race, we won't have done the tyres swap, because you can drive through it and you do get this sense again. Alright, you know, you just get used to it. I think it might have been just that.
Could have been, yeah, it could have been.
Lively exit here.
So, as you saw there, it was a roughly 1 minute something pit stop. So, we have gone a lap down to people. Just to explain that to everyone.
Place now.
But you will see, it does work out for us.
We sit with this chap.
We do, yeah. I think we sit with him for a while, don't we?
Yeah, we had this rule of us we weren't trying to unlap ourselves really.
Yeah, we were.
Didn't want to take any more risks. At this point, we've had an incident of 16x.
Yeah, you're on half of what
our limit.
Yeah.
And the plan was not to even get that many. To be 37 minutes in.
Yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve, is what it is, guys.
Yeah,
so,
it really was.
As you can see there, so it was a 1 minute 1 second pit stop in total. That's new tyres all round and full refuel to 27.2 gallons of fuel.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly a small tank either. So
anyway, we go through again, just chasing number 8 car.
Yeah, we do. I think we follow him quite a bit. So what we'll do, guys, is we'll stick with it for a couple of laps, just see what happens. If not, we'll move ahead. We'll come back when something happens. But
at this moment in the race, again, it's just remember the car's cold again.
Yep.
Cold players. We're just trying to warm it up, not make any incidents. And following this chap is driving quite well.
Yeah, he is.
Nice little breather.
I mean, I think, to be fair, there was a lot of respect on the track with it. I think, yes, we've highlighted that Ferrari that caused a bit of an issue. There's
a couple more, isn't there? There's 1 or 2. I think we're always going to get it. I thought we would have expected a bit better than this type of formula I was expecting.
Yeah.
You see it in the Mazda formulas.
Yeah,
formula.
Even like the GR8060s, you kind of expect to see it, but
in this we were expecting a bit more fair play. But then at the same time we had a couple of incidents that probably we should have done better on.
Yeah.
That's the sort of thing we wanted. Is just we don't expect them to get the blocking and the unorthodox way of stick braking maybe on exits and mid corner. Wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I think that's
this one started to have us. I think that caught me surprised because I've to stay with this far in front.
Yeah, I don't think that Ferrari thought you were coming through
I
either.
don't think he knew I was coming, but thankfully he left enough room. 16th place.
Yeah, I think we stay in 16th for a while. I think it's when their pit stops start happening in about 20 minutes is when you see us rocking up. So
we'll speed it up and get through to the next section of action.
Yeah, I'll see you in a minute, guys. Okay, guys, so we're back. We're just over an hour and 5 minutes into the race, lap 70, and we picked up here because there's something really strange that happens, and it's right this here.
It was awful. It was really awful. In the moment, I didn't have a clue what to do. I'll tell you what, his race is over.
Yeah, I think that's dead.
This is the turning point for us then, though, because we're now really panicking over incidents.
We are, yeah. So we're on 22 now, are we?
Maybe
20. We're in the 20s now, anyway, and that's sort of starting to get a bit of a worry point for us now, because we're an hour in and we're already basically 2/3 of the way to being disqualified, which is
awful. We never expected it to be like that.
No, we really didn't, guys. So it's again, like I said,
yeah,
bit of a learning curve. I mean, you can see the damage on the car now.
A ball-shaped front end now on our Beamer.
Yeah. But you didn't really feel it's affecting you much, did you?
No, the car felt fine. You did keep asking, and I was so grateful that we didn't have any kind of damage. Didn't feel like it. There'll be some aero somewhere, not going the way it should be, but other than that, it felt great still.
Also, though, just to the point, we are in 7th position at the moment. 9th there. Oh, sorry, 9th. The car, it's just because people are pitting, it's resetting itself, so it will have a bit of a
up and down. We don't know.
Yeah, we were a bit unsure of where we were going to be sitting at the end of it, because at one point we've got a guy behind us that's on a lead lap, but
we were so confused on how it even happened.
Yeah, we didn't get that, but then he completely, I don't know, I really can't explain it, guys, but because we haven't been lapped at this point apart from pitting, so seeing 4th place man behind us but not seeing the other 3 come through really confused us. We're now up in 8th.
Somehow it's all to do with the pits.
It is, yeah, it is the pit stops in the throw-ins. So
even goes to P10, P9. It is all rather strange at the moment. So once it settles down through the pits, we catch up.
Yeah, we do.
P8 somehow. Time P7.
P8 again. Now we're in
6.
7, I think.
7, yeah. It still gets a bit confusing. Again, though, it's all just this part of the race is just trying to get through all the blue marked cars.
It is, yeah, it is.
It's a task in itself, to be honest.
We'll probably stay with it for a little bit because you can watch how we get through this. Actually, yeah, this was awful.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll replay that from another angle in a minute, guys, so you can see exactly what happens, because it really.
I'm now about to be overtaken by the 3rd car. He's already lapped me. I waited until there was a time to do it.
But then he goes in the pits anyway, yeah, so...
Never noticed that one, thankfully. But yeah, we'll head back and have a look at that.
Yeah, we will.
Into the chicane.
Okay, guys, so you pick up... We're following the Ferrari that's kind of at the head of this incident here. So we were watching to see kind of what was going on. we didn't notice he'd gone off at first, but it looks like he's trying to let that Porsche through. Now the Porsche is a lapped car. I'm not sure what position the Porsche is in at this point, but I'm pretty sure he's actually not. But they will both be getting blue flags from us coming up behind them, and then he just stops, which
causes us now to have a penalty. We have now exceeded.
No, we're not yet. We're on 24. We're one X away from it, I think. At this point.
Oh, okay.
So we'll
check
switch.
that. It was
We'll
close.
check it, but yeah, it is. It's very close. So we'll stop here. We'll go back to live racing, guys, and we'll see you in a minute. And we're back with us live now, guys, after just watching that replay there. And good news for us. We're on lap 85 now, and we're running in P. What are we running in, Mike?
It's either 2 or 3. I think the board is going a bit crazy due to pit stops.
It is, yeah. So we are at the time when
we're at 3. I think it is.
we are, yeah, we are third. So if you look at the car, it tells you what we're in. So we're in P3 there, but for some reason, and it was happening in the race as well with your cruise
race tabs didn't seem to keep up without the speed. See, there we go.
Yeah,
updated.
We're in P3.
This is where we got to. Yeah, we got to P2. So from 88, an hour and 19 minutes, and now we've got to 3 with the pit stop. Pretty much everyone's pitting now. This is this.
I've just thought what it is. So because this is an online live race, guys, what you will get some people with higher latency and higher ping.
I'm presuming that's what's causing the
delay. So it's delaying. So what it does is when that car disappears, it thinks it isn't there for a second, which is why our boarding there thinks we're in second. We're in third, but it's what it's doing. So ignore the relative history for us to see who's about and that. But the scroll at the top is right. So.
Yeah, we definitely got it. We were in P3.
P3.
Doing good. We're going, crikey, that Ford GT's got a really bad range.
I mean, that Ford GT's really bagged up for us.
We're literally just trying to not get a penalty now.
Yeah, we are.
One more, anything off that, you name it. It's a drive through. Hamper our race massively.
But I mean, we were ecstatic at this point as well because we're in a actual net P3. So we've got 2 pit stops left, and as far as we've worked it out, everyone else has got 1. But our strategy seems to be working for us.
It's great. It might not have been the quickest way round, but it did give us that confidence.
And that was key, and I think towards the end we'd have had it because the plan was fresh tyres, half fuel for the last stint, which would have been 30 minutes.
Yeah. Light break there, and then I'm through. It all comes, no spoilers yet. It all comes crashing down shortly, sadly.
It does, I mean, this high was unfortunately short-lived, but
oh god, he's let us through.
Yeah, I mean that GT is very bent.
We're worried. We're just trying the best not to have anything.
Yeah, we
begging people to just let us through. We don't want anything. We don't want to slow down though.
Yeah, this is the thing. It was like we can't slow down because we slow down too much.
We'll have pressure on, and that'll push us off the track.
But
giving us this blue flags. Let's go again.
Well, we'll stick.
We're going to stick with it.
We're going to stick with it now, guys, because it's, as Mike said, no spoilers, but it does come all unravelled, and
and this is even before we swap drivers.
Yeah, it is. It's
and that wasn't planned.
That wasn't the plan.
Something we're going to learn for the next race. I'll flip that coin again, and hopefully it'll be Chelsea.
See me, yeah.
What is in the games?
Well, that's the thing with it. So, just while we're running around, we'll talk about what Rattling Tappets is going to be for you. And if you do decide to follow us, please do.
Listen to us. Hopefully you can help us, tell us what we can do to
improve. Well, your viewing experience really, because we want, at the end of the day, we're doing this so you guys can see what we're doing. But at the end of the day, if you're not doing it, let us know. Our schedule is we're going to be running the races every week. I think there's going to be 1, maybe 2 weeks that we can't do for holidays and things like that, because I'm away in a little bit of July. I'm imagining Mike's going to have his holiday as well, so there's possibly going to be 1 or 2 races that we don't do, but it's a 12-week season, so don't worry about that.
We want to do 8. We want to get the 8.
Yeah, we want to get the 8 in.
And if you don't know, if you manage to do a formula and you do 8 weeks worth, depending on the formula, if it's a high-class formula, you can actually earn credits in it. And it's an easy way of paying for tracks, paying for cars. Keeps you involved in the series, and you can earn something out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And there are a couple of series we're going to be doing. So we're also going to be running in the BMW M Series Cup, which
brilliant.
Is brilliant.
I believe the first ever one was actually developed by BMW themselves.
It was, it was.
Isn't it show off their new car or whatever it would have been?
Yeah, it was for this car actually. It was for the M4.
Right.
And then for this season, they brought in their new hybrid LMP HD prototype electric insanity thing.
They know more.
We've ran it. We have ran one of these races. We didn't record it because it was our.
That was another testing.
It was a test bed really for it. And
that was close.
That was close.
That would have been that good than the 1X I didn't need.
It could have been. Yeah, we were nervous at this point, weren't we? Especially because
I felt hot at this point.
Yeah, I think honestly at the point because I was talking, we talk each other round as the chief, as we've said. I'm pretty sure at this point you said you were just dripping, as in you were dripping wet with sweat, and
it really was hot at this point now.
I mean, we did this on the 17th of June, guys, which in the UK it was about 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And when you're in a room with a computer that's pumping out about 60-70 degrees of heat anyway,
and then racing a car around.
You're racing, you're focusing,
it's a toughie.
It's a toughie, it is, yeah. There's no word about it. It's a tough one.
It was the most exciting race I've ever done. The endurance was a new type of racing. I didn't think I'd enjoy endurance racing. I thought I'd get a bit bored, but it's the complete opposite. Really, instead of doing quali laps for 20 minutes, it was a different mindset.
Yeah, it is.
I enjoyed more, I think.
I'll be honest, I've really enjoyed the team management side of it as well. So,
unfortunately, yes, your participation
for this one's a bit curtailed. Yeah,
you get to see. Sadly, it's a difficult task. Shortly, you'll see what Chell has to put up with.
It's considering we were expecting to be going in, we'd allocated, worst case scenario, we're talking 12x maybe each.
That's all we want.
We're already there at that point. At this point already.
I've doubled my allocation.
Yeah, because we knew at 25, which we're one off, is like we've said, drive-through penalty. And that's something else that also is something we need, because you'll see it, but it really throws us off when it does go wrong. It's something we need to, I think, both of us
as a mindset manager's better, because you'll see shortly. I feel like it's coming up. Once it happens, my mind just disappears and it's a panic station. Just instant panic. What do we do? What's going on? And I'm sure it comes up pretty soon.
Yeah, we're getting about there. I think.
Sure, with a car. Oh, that was very close.
We were looking at slowly extend, because we get to about 102 laps, and then we start talking about slightly extending you because we've still got a bit of fuel left. We've been more economical than we expected to be. So what we do the week before this, because this race always runs on the Saturday of the weekend, we do a lot of practice. Like we were running every day basically, wasn't it, Mike?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we were doing...
It's quite tight. Right, let's put some serious amount of time in. I don't know what most people do. This is only a hobby. Some people obviously take it more serious than us. But we did put some time in.
We were running simulations of like, okay, so if we're doing X amount of laps, let's work it out. In the race, obviously, that does alter, and it did alter a little, but we were more economical than we expected. So...
I was in the pits there as we're going through. Here we go. Now this is...
I think this is it, isn't it? I think you get...
panic station mode now. Running up to 1 million back markers. With 1x to go, effectively, before the penalty. Hoping everyone's willing to... And I feel like it doesn't go as smoothly as I want it. Oh my life, so good. So good.
That Porsche has just hit that infamous curve that you saw a roly-poly from one earlier, because I saw bits come off that car.
That is the Flying Scotsman curve, I say.
Yep, I am happy with that as a
it's horrible.
wording for it. It is. I mean, when we were practicing as well, this was something else that we said just after the race, after everything, we calmed down a bit. In practice, the curbs weren't as bad.
It didn't feel like it, did it? I felt like the gamers put the let's get the Toby off a few times.
Yeah, you did like to dip a little on that.
I'd like to go on that, yeah. Almost just waiting for this to happen. Oh no! I thought it was then.
Yeah. No, I think we've got another couple of laps yet. Like I say, we're just about to cross the 100 lap mark. It's estimated about 205 laps. We're getting to about half distance. We've just crossed the 1 hour 30 minutes.
I know. So now in the strategy we said we'd swap. But we've got fuel left over. Which I was right in saying, let's just empty the car. There's no point in bringing it in.
Yeah, we were...
See what we can do.
I think we got about 8 gallon left in the car, so we were like, right, there's no point.
I just wanted to get out, I'll be honest with you. I'd had enough.
And yeah, I get that. I mean, I won't lie, this car is brilliant, but an hour and a half, because we did simulate as part of our practice. Doing that hour and a half stint, we did simulate it. And it is hard. It is hard work. I mean, I think
if we ever decide to do more endurance races, the bigger ones even, such as the special event stuff, we're gonna need more drivers.
We are. I think 3 hours at the moment's the limit.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sim Cup's a 2 hour one, but we will show you. We will show you that one.
That one's the best one. I enjoyed it. That's a bit easier on the...
I mean,
physically as well.
Yeah, but we do finish it, which is good. The difference between the two is, in that one you've got what's called a fast repair, so it's like an instant fix for the car. In this series, we don't have that. It is very, very simulatory about what you have in the car. I don't even believe there's tows for the cars on this one. I'm happy to be corrected on that, but I don't think there is. I think if you stop...
We never get to that, thankfully.
No. I do think that if you stop on track, you stopped on track. I think it is very, very realistic in that sense. Again, happy to be wrong on that one, but I think that is that.
It was such a shame as well, because I think we're actually catching car number 2 as well at this point.
We are, yeah. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we were actually catching them. And it was all, you know, it was going so well.
Yeah, I think, let's have a look. Car number 2 is... I'm trying to see what
wait a second, but he's definitely nowhere near the relative anyway. He's got to have been.
Yeah, well, he's
on the road easily.
Yeah, he's well. I mean, the relative doesn't show us a few, isn't he? But here we go. That's it. Yeah.
One. Boom. Oh man, that was. Oh, I don't even like watching that replay. That's. Oh, that was awful. This is panic mode again. I'm trying to my hardest not to come back on the track and cause any problems. Doing my best as I can. Taking out the way. And I'm off, I'm good. This point we black flagged.
Yeah, we've got a drive-through penalty, but as Mike said, the car is panicking, so
I didn't ask.
It kind of explains what happens here. So what we did.
I'm coming in now.
Yeah,
I've said, right, let's try the swap. Let's
pick him in, let's get out of the car, swap around, yeah. So you'll see that happen, you'll see me take over. We have still got the penalty is against the car, it's not against the driver, so it will mean that I've got two trips.
Really, yeah. You're going into the pit twice in a matter of 2 laps. I'd even missed my pit box, that's how bad it was.
Yeah, it was... I could tell when you'd lost it a little bit, Alan. You'd lost your focus, you'd lost your edge, yeah.
Sitting in 3rd place and then to take it away from us was such a shame.
But racing, it happens, you know...
And now we're just waiting on you feeling
the car disappears when I get into it because it's a driver swap. It wouldn't in real life, but that is how iRacing shows it. Obviously in real life that's not going to happen. So we are dropping down the order pretty heavy now because...
Pretty quick, yeah, sadly. And now it's just a waiting game. We have repairs as well, I believe.
We do, yeah. We've got a little bit of repair, which I've got to let it do it. Well, I haven't got to let it do it, but it's better for the car if I do let it do it. I think it's... I can't remember where we end up, I think it's...
Oh, it's awful. It's such a shame.
Well, we're not going to fast forward to it, guys. We're going to keep with it, because it's not much time left now. We're still in, I think, 9, 10, something like that.
Top 10 was a great focus. Oh, I think might be firing up now. Car's on.
Car is on. I think I have a bit of trouble with it actually getting to fire up. There you go. Yeah, we're away.
Going right straight through the Porsche. iRacing drives the cars in the pit lane, and we're out. Now it's again. Remember, Jal hasn't driven the car in an hour and 36 minutes.
Yeah, I won't... I mean, the car...
And you've got some weight on your shoulders, that's the problem.
The car felt nice, but we've now only... So, with that incident, we went from...
Hard contact, and we were
out, yeah. So, we went from 24 to 28, so I've got 4x to play with.
That's all you've got. You either go off the track 4 times or have a bit of an incident.
And we're in trouble. So
anyway, you've still got to serve the block.
I've also got to serve the penalty within the last couple of... I think I've got 2 laps at this point to do it.
Oh my life, it could have been over right then as well.
Could have been over right then, but... So I decide, sod it, I'll bring it in, get the drive-through done now.
Great turn, nice and easy. That could have killed us in fairness if we'd have got that wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it is actually, it doesn't look tricky. We practiced on it pitting.
It is quite it can be misleading. You come in quite hot.
Come in quite hot, you hit the barrier, that's over. You can speed in the pit lane, that's...
This is the problem you've got. There's just million. Ooh, we don't get like so many cars. Ooh,
yeah, I mean, something like that, what you've just seen there, that too.
That would have been a
problem. Letting a car that's on the lead lap through. Try and stick with him now. That was my plan. Stick with him and see what we can do. The thing is though, because I've got to be so careful, I'm pretty wary on the...
Yeah, and remember the car's still cold. Tyres are cold.
Car's cold, so I'm braking earlier than really I need to at this point.
And these cars that are behind are all blue flagged. Probably a bit confused actually and why there's such a pace difference. But you know, we're just playing safe.
Yeah.
As safe as you can. How difficult that would have been.
I mean,
could have been all over.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, spoiler, like we've said, it is going to go all wrong shortly. I honestly don't think, I don't think we'd have made it to the end because it doesn't have to be us making the mistake for us to get hit.
Actually, late break the battles. And gone.
We're gone. So, I mean, I will say we've mentioned the cars already, but that loud growl you heard, that's the Mercedes AMG.
Yeah, it
sounds so nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love RBM, but the sound of some of the other cars is...
We chose the Beamer because of its drivability all my life, and nearly 1X as well. Then that was
what I'm doing here is I am being a bit silly because I am pushing, but also trying to be careful, and I'm trying to work the car out, trying to gauge where the car is because. I haven't, like Mike said, I haven't driven it for an hour and 30 odd minutes. So the two cars coming behind us there, they are the leaders.
Yeah. You let these through.
Yeah, I do.
You wait till the pit straight, I believe.
I do, yeah. So
not losing much time, in my opinion.
And that was the thing. I was like, I don't want to end up giving them the wrong idea of where we're going to go. So here you go, pull out, just let off. I think we get a thank you from the...
we do, from 921 Ace, who's in the lead.
The guy in the lead at the moment, yeah, we get a thank you from that. And then it was like, right, okay, if I can stick with the leaders, maybe I can get my confidence up, get with the car a bit.
Yeah, get with the flow.
And we can run with it.
Oh dear. Don't do that, that's what we don't want.
Yeah. I mean, they are the leaders, and like I say, I've got to be careful, so they will break away from us a little.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think I catch that.
I think you went a bit deeper. Yeah. Number 11 car here, just sitting just probably again confused on what's going on.
I mean, he is lapped as well, so he's probably like, why am I suddenly faster than this guy? But also...
Just sitting there, he plays safer, doesn't he? He knows. Thankfully. Doing nice. Nice lines, trying just to be safe. Oh dear.
So we do have, me and mine do have a slightly different line through that corner as well.
Yeah.
As you'll notice, Mike stays tucked in, I let the car drift out a bit. It's probably not the line I would do, I probably would do Mike's line, but I'm trying to be safe.
I'm worried about that chicane so much.
Mike's worried about that chicane because he knows what happens as well, guys. So.
Yeah. I'm spotting out, but yeah, doing alright.
Yeah,
what can you do, eh? Now sadly you really have got the short straw now. Really, the shortest straw you can think of.
Yep.
keeping this in this race. It was just it was a monumental task. It really was. Monumental.
But like we said, the idea here now is bring the car home. We're not going to worry about it. There you go.
Oh no! That's it.
And that's it. We get disqualified at that point.
Yeah, we managed to go from P19 to P3 to a drive-through to driver swap. I think when did we finish there? We were in about, where was it?
30, we were 9th at that point when that happened. Yeah.
And then the EQ turns up and that gives us straight to a 39th place finish.
It does. So what we're going to do, guys, is, well, you can see it. We'll end the replay though, so we will pause the event there. There you go. But we'll carry on talking for a little bit because we are going to have a bit of a bit of an explanation of what's coming up next. So we've got the next race of this will be out with you probably around about this time next week. So we will be looking at going live with some of the events. Daytona's one we've marked as a going live because we think that's going to be quite special, don't we?
Yes, it's a night race.
Yeah, it's a night race, so we think
that'll be good.
We're going to stream that one live, so that will go up on the Facebook page. Link will be in the description below for you guys, so you can go and join us on Facebook, where we're going to be dropping the updates for where we are, what we're doing, if we're going live, and where to go and watch us when we go live. But yeah, it was a good race, guys, to be honest with you.
Good learning curve. That's
it
what I
was.
think. You know, we have to keep emphasising this is our first endurance race. You know, this is pretty much new sim racing. You know, I've been doing it a bit longer than Charles. Charles been doing F1 more than me. I convinced him to come on iRacing. We joined up. We made Rattling Tappets Racing, and now we're just thinking, why don't we stream it? You know, to people that are the same sort of skill level to us. You can talk to us. We can learn from other people. Yeah,
it is exactly that. So, like I say, guys, drop us a comment. Let us know. I mean, if you got any ideas on how you prefer the format to be, then please let us know. We're more than happy to drop it in. You'll see, as you can see from what I'll be showing you on the screen right now. You can see where we finished, how our I ratings and our safety ratings get affected. It's not as bad as we thought, as you can see. Only small drops for both of us, really. We'll explain that a little bit, though. iRating, Mike, you've done this a bit longer than me, so iRating, it's basically a measure of roughly how fast you are, isn't it?
It's a skill level, really, and it's, you know, it's all sort of skill-based matchmaking. If you ever play anything like Call of Duty and stuff, they try and relate you to other drivers that are the similar skill level. To make it such super competitive racing, there's differences with these as because of the teams, the average is a little bit different. So you can get some really peaky teams, 5k, 5,000 I rating.
Which I think the guys that win, that's roughly what they are.
And then all the way to 1,000k, which is, you know, even less than some 0.7. Really new in this as well.
It's all on your race class. So in our rating as well, it's a bit like real world racing. You've got different classes of driver license, which in our racing is what you can join. So for this, which is why we were saying about it being a high skill level, you have to have your C class license to do this. Now it's taken me 3 months roughly to get to that point.
It's pretty much all you've been on iRacing. You have been on it for 3 months.
So it's taken me roughly 3 months to get to, because you only get promoted in after a season. So we've had to wait for last season of iRacing to finish before we could start doing these. We'll end it there, guys. But please like, subscribe, and comments.
Let us know what needs improving. First video,
and we'll see you in the next one, guys.